So here we go. This is an interesting nugget from Brett McMurphy. All 31 NFL draft picks, the first picks, are from Power 5 conferences. It's the Big Ten led the way, along with the SEC, both with 9. The Big 12 had a very nice first round with 6, ACC and Pac-12. So everybody had a chunk in the opening round. And so there's a note that all there was no, like, I hate that term, group of 5, whatever it might be called. But there you go with that. But here's the note on that. First time in 58 years, every single first-round pick was from one of the current Power 5 conferences that we just listed. The last time that happened was in 1965 when the first round consisted of only 14 picks. So everything was Big 12, Big 10, SEC, ACC, and also the Pac-12.
Yeah, I don't think there was a guy from one of those schools that would have really made it into the first round. The highest rated guy from a non-group of 5 school is actually Cody Smoak from North Dakota State. So and he'll get picked. He'll get picked in the second round today. But yeah, I'll tell you, it was a great night for the Big 12. Having the best of their best, really seen well with Bijan going and Tyree Wilson and Quentin Johnston and Will McDonald going at 15, which is a bit of a surprise. But if you watch Will McDonald play, it's probably not that much of a surprise. Going to a place that really fits him. And I'm leaving somebody
Kansas
else.
State defensive end.
Yeah, Felix Anaduke-Uzoma went right at the end of the first round to the Chiefs, and Anton Harrison got into the first round going to the Jaguars to protect Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, it was a good night. 6 picks is a big deal. 2 of them from schools that are leaving, but they'd still have 4. That'd still be more than the Pac-12. And there'd, still be some movement. There still is some movement, in the future. But right now, those are Big 12 schools. So that's a Big 12 record for the 10-team era. I don't know if y'all realize that, but I tried to dig back into the last time they had as many as 6, and it was back in 2011. And that's when Nebraska and Colorado and Missouri and Nebraska, Colorado, Missouri, and A&M were all still part of the conference. And of their, I think they might have had 8 picks back then. I think 6 or 7 of them were from those schools. And the other maybe 1 or 2 was from Baylor. And that was it back in 2011. It was all Nebraska, Colorado, Missouri, the schools that were leaving, and then a sprinkling of Baylor. And that was the highest up until last night. So it had been quite a while, a decade, since they had approached, having that good of a number in the first round. So, yeah, I think that bodes well. And I mentioned the Texas and Oklahoma part because it wasn't like it was 6 guys and 5 of them were from those 2 schools. And you're like, yeah, go Big 12. No, it was just 4 of the 6, and Bijan and Anton Harrison played their whole careers in the conference, so that counts, obviously. And, that's something to monitor is when those 2 schools leave, is how much of a dip is there? How much can the 4 incoming replace that? That's something that you want to try to, stay on pace as best as you can. But, for right now, it's a fun thing to celebrate and enjoy. And there's another draft that'll be coming up next year, too. Let's not forget. By that time, those 2 will be celebrating their new destination, but that will still be, a last go-round of this incarnation of the Big 12. So maybe they can match or beat it. I don't know. I haven't looked that far ahead, but last night was a good night overall for the conference.
All right, a couple other notes.